Hi, hello. We are here. We're going. I'm going to take a second to be 100% sure, but I'm pretty dang sure. So it looks like it. We're going. Um, so welcome back to part two of our Spelljammer adventure. I keep wanting to call it a one shot, but there's two parts, so it's not,
I called it a spin-off.
A two-shot.
two
A
shot.
two-shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two shot.
The two spin. I'm just riffing now. I'm sorry. That's not my job here.
It's my favorite skateboard trick.
But yeah, welcome. This is the Better Than Heroes channel, where we play Spelljammer D&D and 5e every Monday, and tonight on Thursday, the part two of this adventure. You'll want to go around and introduce yourselves, just who you are, and say who your character is, and then I'll kind of set the scene as we jump back into things.
I'm Andrew Orbital. I play the bear pugilist named Osita.
Go
Good.
ahead, guests.
Oh, Lexi, after you.
Yeah. My name's Lexi, otherwise known as Black Girl Mage, and today I'm going to be playing Quody Quickfoot, a heron gun that is like a lop, and she's a paladin, and she wants to be the best paladin on the ship. That's it.
Hey everybody, my name is London Carlisle. I am playing Dicey. He is a Thrycreen swords bard and the best damn chef in Wild Space.
Hell yeah. And I am
Oh.
Jordan Dahl, and I am playing Barabalius Finbeard, Barry to his pals. Also a paladin, if slightly slower.
Slightly.
Great. I'm Harlan Kelly. I'm the dungeon master of this game. I play everybody else. So last time, where we left this crew here, you all had your captain, Captain Yuck Yoke, has been acting odd on your Spelljammer ship. He's kind of is this Aarakocra, and he's a man of honor. You know, this like stout, by the rules man, and he's just seemed nervous. And he told you you're going to sell the ship. But then he also divulged to you that he lost something that he was betting it all on, this orb that was going to guide you all to a great treasure, and you all helped defend him from a ghost that seemed to be coming after that orb as well. But we have two wonderful paladins here. So after you all defeated that ghost, you were investigating this orb, and you ended up intentionally breaking it after investigating to get more information out of it. You broke it, and you saw this scene of a large seed seemingly inside of this like dark vat of honey getting moved. And because of that, all the honey seemed to disappear from inside of what seemed to be a tomb as the door opened, and raiders, assumedly, were coming in to it. And that was a vision that you saw from breaking this glass orb that was a remnant from the ghost. So, this is the end of the evening, and I think the last moment that we left it on as well was Quody. You saw this shining like blue light off in the distance of the sky that you could tell was a guiding light to you. You could feel it a little bit, that was leading you to this tomb if you all as a crew would like to go. But it is still the same evening. We're kind of like picking up right from post-ghost fight. And I'll leave it up to you all on what you want to do and how you want to move forward here.
Well, I saw the light. I think that means... I think it means something. What do you all think?
I'm inclined to agree.
Something for sure. Yeah.
It's certainly something.
Yes. For sure.
Dicey seems particularly certain, and that's making me more certain.
My original... I'm stealing your accent. My
It's infectious.
original,
That's how I got it in the first place.
Oh, yeah. I was pretty sure the first time. Was that not enough to make you sure?
It's,
Oh, after you.
just the more certain people are, the more certain I become. And now, if the bear were to also be certain, I suppose I'd have no choice but to be absolutely positive.
I'm not even looking in the right direction. I'm standing in the hallway, like sniffing down the hall where the galley is.
Hey! Listen, you stick with us. Food's not ready yet.
Captain Yuck Yolk walks up to you all and he says, "Well, I guess we should be going home then, right? Turning around and just getting out of here. We've failed." And he says, kind of like pitching that to you all.
No. It doesn't. We shattered the orb, and then I saw this light off in the distance. I think that means there's something to chase after.
He kind of like looks at you and he's like, "Oh, you think we could still get to the treasure?"
I'm certain that we should at least try.
I agree. I don't want to go home.
He kind of cheers
Oh.
up and he's like, "Oh, good. He says, "All right, well, we're back on it then." And he says, you can lead the way."
I'm not the best navigator, but I can follow the blue light, yeah.
Okay.
Once we get closer to it, I'll probably toss it off to someone who's a bit better than me.
He nods. He's like, "Okay, all right. Well, I'll go get down in the Spelljammer helm, and we can get off." And he says, "Maybe redeem my deep failure." He says to you all. With that, he goes below board, and you all can feel your ship kind of up. And you all would know you have these great inventions that you all bought at a port a long, long time ago called Rocky Talkies, which are setting stones that you all have in your group. And he looks at you all and is like, he goes over the Rocky Talkie. He's like, "All right." He says, "Well, following the blue light," and he just kind of like moves in the general direction that he knows of. And so, here to continue this, to kind of determine at what point you are going to arrive at this tomb that seems to be floating in this purple mist that is all around you, that is the edge of the Violet Nebula. We're going to do a skill challenge here. So, Lexi, whatever Quody does, she can do with advantage because she has the blue light here. But I would kind of like to hear how you all pitch your contribution to this, how you think you're helping the ship find its way, or just like, do a good job of adventuring through space and following this blue light here. And I cannot wait to hear what a bear is going to contribute here. But I'm sure we can think of something. Lexi, do you want to go first since you have this blue light?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the blue light is enough. If I feel like a pang of trust, and that's weird to say about like something purely visual, but like if I feel like a pang of trust, I think that the paladin in me is more than willing to follow that. The logician, the logistics person that Quody doesn't want to, but she's just going to start walking, and she might even just like close her eyes and fully just tap into that like belief part of her, and kind of see how far that takes her.
Hell yeah. If you want to, you can do a religion check for this too.
Hell yeah.
And what we're going for is if you get 3 successes, great, we're good. If it's 2 and 2, I'm going to roll for the captain to break the tie. If you get all 4 successes, critical success. If you get all 4 failures, critical failure. So
Okay, am I rolling this with advantage?
you are, yes.
Okay, let's see. For a paladin, I get +0 to religion. So let's see.
Let's go.
Okay, I got a 16.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
All right, cool.
So that's good. 16 and a 7.
Great. That is going to be enough to succeed here. So yeah, give us just a little bit of flavor of how this moment looks, of you like closing your eyes and being right here and like being able to guide things.
Yeah, I think something centers and grounds her. I think that for everyone, we're all kind of used to being out and about, feet off the ground, if that makes sense. she has always liked having her feet on the ground. That's just her nature. And I think that for once, like kind of having her feet on the ground, walking through this naturey landscape grounds her, and she feels just like this vibration, this like deep vibration that every step she takes, even if she takes one false step, it's almost like pitching pitchforks. When you're trying to compare a tone to pitchforks, it's like she takes one step, she feels the dissonance, and then she hones back where she's supposed to go and starts walking again.
Yeah, like tuning a guitar. Just that, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like little, no, little up, little down. I love that. That's awesome.
Yes.
Cool. I love this. Just like eyes closed, twitching lop. At the front of the
Yes.
ship. It's so cool.
Very fluffy rabbit.
So cool. All right, cool. Who wants to go next? Who wants to throw in their skill check here?
Y'all got it.
Does our ship have sails like some
Yeah.
other?
Yeah,
Sails?
they help you steer. Yes.
Cool. Then I will lumber up to the top deck, and I'll just kind of grab all the sail lines like all together, and then kind of put them over my shoulder and like raise all the sails at once with an athletics check.
Cool. Go for it. I love this kind of like in tune with Quody too, as like, you're like left a little bit, and then the bear just starts walking across the ship, pulling the sails in a different direction. I love it. As you all are just like hurtling through this like purple mist. Yeah.
But a sad roll, 10.
Wonderful. I love it. Yeah, the instructions are like a little too quick for you, and you are going very fast, and every once in a while you'll just like hit some debris here and there, and you like get thrown off course. You don't have to make like wider sweeps here. So it's and it's pretty obscured area as well, as there's just like this purple mist all around, and the blue light is moving fast. So your instructions are good and you're able to like stay on it, but it's difficult to react and go this fast and keep up with it as well.
And I think maybe Dicey told me I couldn't have a late night snack until I was done, and so I just kind of I'm kind of phoning it in.
Yeah, you're hangry. Yeah. Just
Big hanger energy.
big hangry. Wonderful. Thank you, Andrew. Who's next?
I'm gonna so Dicey is gonna notice that. He's gonna clock that, it's not exactly working well. So Dicey's gonna come in sort of in between Quody and this bear that's like, dragging things around. I'm going to take out a couple of carrots, about 4 carrots, one in each hand, and like an air traffic controller, Dicey is going to use all of these like globatons to look at Quody and then translate that to get this back on course. I want a performance if possible.
100%. Absolutely.
Love
I
that.
love it.
You could do it with advantage just because that was so fucking funny.
Well, nat 20.
Okay, well, there.
Hey!
Dice and I are on the
28.
same page here. We're, yeah.
Hell yeah.
28.
All right,
love it.
give us some literal flavor here, please, London.
Okay. So you just see the carrots sort of like twirl up in the air. They're twirling for a couple of seconds before whoosha, they're caught by Dicey. Catches the other 2, and then he's like, all right, watch me. Follow the food. And he just starts like going to the left over here. Or back it up as he's like, watching. And just really using all 4 arms to and basically the whole deck to get things into control.
All 4 arms, just baby carrots in the small arms. Yeah.
Yes.
Incredible. Okay, cool. That's 2 successes and 1 failure. So, Jorpo, can you bring us home?
Well, let's see. I think Barry is as opposed to sitting in the crow's nest. I think there's kind of a basket, almost like under a hot air balloon hanging from the bottom of the ship that he prefers to use to look for potential obstacles and sort of push asteroids out of the way with a long pole. I think he's down there with a long pole looking for potential hazards.
I love it. Just shoving debris. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah. Is that you think it feels like athletics or perception? You can do.
Okay.
Yeah, you can either be like on your toes and just like.
I I think it would be perception, but if you're giving me athletics, I'm definitely taking it
Go-
because
yeah,
I'm way better.
Go for it.
At
Yeah, because
that.
I mean, I think it can just be a straight up strength game of like you versus those damn
Sure.
rocks. Like
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 23.
All right, boom, there it is. So yeah, again, let's give us the moment of Barry Finbeard, the great just rock defeater here, as you're like
Yeah.
smashing like shoving debris out of the way.
Yeah, I think this kind of this little basket sort of hangs off the prow of the boat underneath whatever figurehead we have on there, probably some sort of braver bird than our captain is, and he's down there with this long pole, and he sees this meteor coming towards them, and he taps every meteor ever so slightly to make sure it's not some sort of living thing. And then he shoves it out of the way, and then he taps another one, and he shoves it out of the way. And it's some of them kind of fall into clumps and kind of rattle around, but he's pretty good at it.
I love it, especially because you're going so fast too, where you're just like tap, nope, throw. Yeah, incredible. Cool. And this is all you all as a crew in a rhythm too, because you all work together for a while and you work together really well, and it's almost especially with the captain being so off, and it was probably weird for a few days. This is your crew at their best. Like it's a small crew on this big ship, but that means better take home each time. So you all are proud of being able to do this as well. And the captain has like always pumped you up about like we're this small crew that like does amazing things. And here you are, like in this rhythm, coaxing the bear, trusting your heart, and smashing rocks. And you all feel this whoomph as you click out of in the terminal speed of like going quickly through space here, and you all at first you just feel nothing. You're kind of again just in this empty mist around you, but you can see the shape of what can only be a crypt. Like it literally looks like the shadow of a coffin off in the distance, and you can see the big sails of a ship at the head of it. So, and you can really only see this in the distance. You can't make it out. It's like a shadow in the clouds around you of this purple mist. But you know that you are, maybe 600 feet from it. And you can see it off there just being lit up by the Violet Nebula. Has some sort of astral form at its core that provides light out into this, but it is this like very purple pink haze, but you can see it lit up, and that's it. And Quody, you see the blue shard of light that you've been following just twitter toward it, and then flick away and disappear
Into this crypt?
Not into it. Like it seems as if it's like a candle going out now that it no longer needs to light the way. You know how sentient candles do that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's what I was following.
The captain runs up above board, and he's like, "We made it. I think we made it." He says, "Shall we charge in there and steal the treasure from the thieves?"
I don't know if charging is going to do us any good.
I'm gonna lift up my arm where there's like I'm like been actively bleeding this whole time, and there's just kind of like matted, bloody fur, and I'll be like, I'm hurt. I need to sit down for a little while.
I can also heal you, if you're interested in that. But I understand the needing for rest.
Yeah, I could cook a meal for everybody. I am a little hungry myself. I'm gonna use the nutrients to heal myself.
Barry
Yes,
comes
I want that.
clomping up from beneath, and he's agrees with Osita. Oh, we could eat something.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, you all can absolutely take a short rest if you'd like to.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Cool. The
And
captain
so we do.
Yeah. The captain's like, "Oh yes. Let us prepare." He says, "Of course, the pre-fight meal." And he looks over at you, Dicey, and he puts his winged arm up to his like very sleek head, and he's like, "I apologize. My feathers are a bit ruffled."
We'll make sure you're taken care of.
He looks at you. He looks at you, Osita, and he's like, "Second dinner," and nods, and then like heads down toward the kitchen of the ship. And so we can. You all definitely can RP this scene if you'd all like to. But Dicey, I would love to have you lead the way if you want to, of just what this hour short rest looks like of you all eating as well, and like what you have prepared.
Well, I feel like I should randomly generate what I've prepared.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, what is
please.
this? What is this?
That's my
I-
love
I- I
language
don't
right
know.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
There's a random food generator?
I'm gonna like one of those like tavern generators will give you like a little menu.
Oh my
Hell
gosh.
yeah.
You know.
I've never used that or even knew that existed.
I
it.
love DMing for DMs. It's great. It's awesome.
So great.
Okay, so the meal that Dicey has prepared for you, just like kind of threw it together. Let's see what this is. This is all very normal, but for some reason, you have a nicely herb-crusted space duck in front of you.
Oh,
Let's go.
Like
Incredible.
he threw this together. It has like a nice cream sauce on the side with noodles and a serving of space cauliflower. The flavors are delicate, and he has sort of nicely presented it on plates for you all. And he says, "This is extra nutritious. This will heal you right up." As he slides, plates down.
not many space ducks left these days.
I took them all.
I know. I'm glad you were able to find them.
There's no Space Ducks Unlimited organization out here.
Okay.
The captain sits down and takes off his boots and like steps up on the table and grabs his space duck with his talons and then like leans over and starts picking at it.
I didn't even think about that. I apologize.
It's wonderful. I am a hawk. This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I knew a bunch of humans that would eat halflings for fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's very messed up and is not the same thing. This is an animal, and I'm a human creature, not a human, but you understand. Yes, I would never
did
eat
not
a
say
very
that.
sentient life in such a way. This is,
I never said that.
you know that
I
about me,
would.
Dicey, right? I may have been a coward in front of you recently, but that does not mean my will is totally broken and my code of ethics is gone.
Right. Yeah, we see a lot of terrible things in our travels. Life on ships is hard. Life.
Yes.
So
Yeah. But that is, that has always been a rule on my ship, is we are not allowed to eat each other.
of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you told me that when you hired me.
Well, I
Yes.
was never informed of this, but she pulls out a little notebook and starts writing it down. Don't eat the other crew.
That's my bad, Quody. If you were to have eaten someone and I did not inform you of that rule, that falls on me, not you. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
But now you have
I
all
know
been
now.
informed. Yes. Yeah.
From now on, Dicey just has one of his antennas like pointed towards Quody, just to keep an ear out, and just like okay, all right.
I love
She
it.
just starts crossing things out in her notebook.
Really changes your plans for the weekend.
It's way less of
Yeah.
adding a note and a lot more of deleting things.
Deleting things.
Incredible.
And everybody will get an extra D8 hit points if you spend a hit die during the short rest.
Oh, I didn't.
For every hit die or just the first one?
Just the first one.
Oh, why don't I?
Ooh.
Just take some extra.
Heal yourself up. This is a
Yeah.
2-shot, so, spin them if you got them.
Yeah, might as well just cash them all out. There we
Yeah.
go. One more.
Didn't we already have temporary hit points?
We had
Yeah, where are those
trees.
gone?
They gave us like 3 or something.
Yeah, we had 3 hit points, but I think they leave at this short rest, right?
Yeah, that is a question for London, who has a very cool build for his character. So
Let me see. That's I'm not sure. It doesn't say when that ends.
Okay.
well, then it doesn't end. Then you can
Nice.
just have
okay.
it forever.
Perfect.
That's my rule on it. Then if it doesn't
Alright.
say, it's
Cool.
all
I'll
you.
take it.
Yeah.
Does not say. This is the chef feat. If anybody wants to check.
Oh
This
no,
is
then
chef-
it that's true. It just lasts forever,
Yeah.
until they go away. Yeah,
There you
Aaron
go.
and I have
Oh.
used that and talked about that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. You all have munched away here. And God damn it, Andrew. We have guests.
It's funny.
And so you all are kind of nourished, refreshed here. You have done your pre-fight ritual of snacking, munching, and I did that one to myself. But you all do know this. There's a shadowy ship in the distance here, shrouded crypt. And how would you all like to approach? Or I guess you can have the ship try and sneak up if you want to. You all can you can just have the captain try and float it forward and just be ready to pull the trigger if you see anyone. If you all want to have any subterfuge, maybe a ruse, you can. But you also can just go charging in. It's more you can do some reconnaissance if you have any abilities, maybe to get off and around if you want to. But it is a bit difficult to sneak up on things here. You would have to do if you were going to have the ship approach as well. You would maybe have to go the long way around and approach it from the back and maybe see how close you could get to it. But it's a little difficult to be too sneaky. But if you all have any ideas, you're welcome to them. That's just kind of the lay of the land.
Can we see any details of the ship? Do we have a spyglass on board our ship or anything?
I want the bear to roll an investigation check to see if you can find
Yes.
his spyglass specifically.
Also, how far is the ship?
It's-
Her spyglass.
Her spyglass, I'm sorry. The ship is 600 feet away right now, but you can move it closer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I go over to kind of my nest area on the deck, and there's no ordered system to anything. It's crates with animal bones in them and just discarded things, and I just kind of trash it, and I rolled a 6, so I probably don't find anything, but I make quite a mess looking for it.
I think you specifically were entrusted with the spyglass, and you cannot find it right now. Yeah.
I lost the magic eye. I've kind of just started throwing my stuff around a bit.
Casita? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the captain's just gonna kind of scold you a bit, but then look around and be like, "I'm in charge of the ship. What's y'all's plan?" He says, I can, and this is kind of your common practice too, is he's leaves the action to you, and but is always able to coordinate with you with the ship. So he's just kind of looking at you a little bit.
Does our ship have any offensive capabilities? Cannons, trebuchets, anything?
It does. It has a ballista shooter that has a chain that you can attach if you want to. So you can have shoot a shot and have it latch on if you'd like.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's about it.
that sounds pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's your main thing
Yeah.
because it also can kind of work as an anchor, a tether in a lot of ways, and it's pretty impressive. It's not just your normal ballista. It's very big and it has a a big shot to it. Gotcha. It's a large ballista.
Okay.
I figure we lock them down, Captain. Attach them, harpoon them. That way we've got a ship to salvage as well.
He nods. He's like, more money, less
More
problems. Yeah.
Perhaps they've got blueberries in the pantry.
And
Oh,
you know how I love blueberries. Yeah, he says. back, yeah.
that was more for Osita, but
Yeah.
you can have some as well, I suppose.
It's the thing we've always bonded over. Yeah.
When you eat blueberries, do you step on them and then eat them?
No,
through your foot.
they're not made of flesh. I don't need to rip them apart slowly.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm already getting the harpoon and I'm loading it into the ballista.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, cool. Then is the moves just approach here and then be like ready to shoot at the ship, correct?
tractor beam them.
Okay, cool. Then I would like for let's have Osita and let's have Osita and Barry both roll. I think any kind of physical check that you would want to like contribute to the like maneuvering of the ship as it approaches, to kind of just like do this action quickly, decisively, well, etc. So it's just kind of like an athletics check for your approach with the ship.
I think I'm gonna roll a survival for spotting.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure if this is what you had in mind, Harlem, but I think the ballista has like a little seat that like somebody could sit on, but I just kind of like stand over it and I just like hold the sides of it, and I'm kind of like tracking the ship as we approach it.
I love it. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so you can do that survival check there, and Quody, what would you like to do?
I think that Quody. I feel like Quody is gonna help someone at this point. I don't think that she's one to immediately. I don't know.
Yeah.
On the front line, she's different, but I think in this situation, she's not super experienced with this, so she's probably going to help however she can.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can just kind of like be leaning out behind Barry as
Great.
as you all are spotting. Absolutely.
Because
So
I
you roll
need
with advantage.
another roll.
Yeah.
And that one
got
is slightly better. Thank you.
Did you want me to roll it as well, Harlem?
No, you'll roll in a second here. Yeah.
Sorry, I misheard.
That is
You're
a
fine.
13 for
Okay. Cool.
survival knowledge of how to harpoon another ship.
I'm gonna call this some sort of like magical tracking, like space tracking here, of like you looking
Sure.
for the best entry point,
know-
kind of like following the fog.
Yeah, you know what I'm kind of likening it to is when people like loggers like know where to stand when a tree falls. This would be the kind of thing of like knowing where to position a ship so that when you shoot them with a harpoon that clamps onto their hull, they won't have a perfect shot back at you.
Yeah. Cool. So I think that because I got a better perception check than that survival, there your ship is approaching, and as it cuts through the mist, you all can see, and I'll put it up here so folks, you all on the stream can see it as well. If you all want to look at the Roll20 map here, you all can see what you see as well. But you all can see this large golden floating tomb. That it's very clear what it is, because it is this like coffin shape, but at the very tip of it has a wide open mouth, and it looks like maybe a popped bottle, or it has clearly, there was like wax or something covering the entrance that is now gone, and you see bits of just like this like floating maybe like golden material in and around the ship, and there is a ship parked up against it. It seems to be tied up against it. And as your ship cuts through a lot of the mist and you see it, and you specifically, I always want to call you Barry because you're a bear, but you're Osita. I'm sorry.
I do the same thing.
I know. Osita, you see as you're approaching, you see all of these like small humanoid forms, not small, like halfling small, just like you're in the distance and you're a big bear.
Right.
They seem to immediately see you as you cut through the mist as well, and you all are facing ship to ship here, and that is the opposite position that you want to be if you're shooting a harpoon at something, because you want to be able to hit it and hold on to it as it's like going away from you, but it's just going to like continue to move this way. So you but you have that shot now, Andrew, if you want to. You can take that shot, and this is just to see if you're able to attach at this point to the ship that's at the edge of the tomb.
Cool. I'll pull the trigger. Is there a roll you need?
You're doing an attack roll. You can add your proficiency and your dexterity to it. As I am going to assume you are the gunner of this ship, and you are an excellent shot with your chain ballista.
I defer to the group if I'm the full-time gunner or not, but I think in this moment I'm standing there with it.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
A 16 does hit, as it seems that this ship is not super well armored. It's more built for swiftness. So your ballista thumps into it and just like smashes into the side of the hull, and you see a quick reaction as people draw swords, and you see about 4 or 5 people on the deck of the ship, and they start to run up toward the front of their ship as well. So with that, I would like us to go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Let's
And
do it.
thank you. Yeah, and I'm stuck on the other screen. I forgot. Thank you. I'm sorry. We're back here, but
Natural 20. And that's for initiative. I wish it would have been for the attack. We'll see.
we'll find out here.
My
We'll
homebrew
find out if
rule
it's
is
good or
if you
not.
Nat 20 on initiative, you get a free attack at the start of the round.
Ooh,
Nice. I should start doing that.
That's
like
fun. Let's
that.
do it. Let's do it, Andrew. Good suggestion.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
And I actually think because we usually take a quick 5-minute break at the halfway mark here, but I think it's a great time. I know we're starting it early, but we're gonna get into a lot here, so I kind of don't want to cut it off. So let's do it now. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, everybody. So everyone at home, drink, pee.
Do you want those initiative rolls before we go on break? Or
No, hold on to them. Yeah, just hold on to them in your heart, and then we'll all spill our hearts on the other side of this break. So
Did you say re-roll them?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
I'm hearing re-roll them.
all right, see you in 5 minutes, everybody. We'll be right back.
All right.
needs to be considered.
It's true.
Wait,
And if
Jordan,
you're
can you say that one
serious
more time?
about-
Because the audio didn't get it before, and I just want you to say that. So
There is a
it's
strange architecture to a sandwich that must be considered. It's not
Yeah.
like building other foods. You know, you're
Seriously,
gonna have
yeah.
that
It's-
tomato could squirt out if it's placed
The
in
layers
the wrong
are.
place.
You don't just throw that shit on there. Are
Yeah.
we back, Harlan? Did
we're
you bring us
back. This is
God damn
happening.
it.
This is going
you
right
eat
now.
salad?
Yeah.
Talking
Okay,
about
cool.
Sandwich philosophy.
So now is when I
Aesthetics
need
of
the
the sandwich.
initiative order, please.
All right.
Because you all rolled it, and we're gonna do
I
it. We're gonna
got-
party.
I got a 3.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that seems appropriate.
Yeah,
That is a
I lose.
tortoise
I
initiative.
lose this one. Hang on, I'm tying up my boots.
They're 20-hole Dr. Martens. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
Jeez.
Do you just call him Dr. Martins, Andrew?
Yeah, because I'm cool.
It's Spelljammer.
Yeah, there is an actual Dr. Martin
Yeah.
canonical.
Dr.
You all are
Martin
just
thinks
like,
that Dr. Pepper's doctorate away.
yeah, this is just lore building. What was the lasagna, the sloppy? Well, I just can't do it.
Ognar.
Yeah,
Sloppy Ugnar.
I wrote it down. Don't worry, but we're just world building here.
You mean we've
Okay.
been eating sloppy
Dr. Martens on.
like we've been eating sloppy Ugnars for 6 weeks, and you had herb crusted duck in there.
Oh my
Saving
God.
space broccoli,
Cauliflower.
no cauliflower.
It was for a dire moment. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where we needed the help.
Look, if you
can
eat
picture those
5-star
space
dinners every night, then like,
The expectation's too high.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just want a 6-star dinner. Then okay.
Yeah.
So I've got Barry, I've got
Fair.
Quody, I need Dicey, and I need
I did get a 24, by the way.
wonderful,
Like 24 total.
wonderful.
I got a dirty 20.
All right, cool.
20
got-
squad.
12.
Alrighty.
Right in the middle.
Nice.
All right, Quody, you are up first here, and there is a chain that is now going. I'm gonna draw it on the map because I'm an artist.
Do it.
Every
link.
and you all, I put your tokens just like randomly. Oh, that's terrible. I just put your tokens randomly on the board here, but you all are welcome to put them where you think they would be on the ship as well.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I forgot we were in roll 20. I've been watching the stream for the stream for the
Hell
map.
yeah, hell yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get
Um,
into it. Okay.
Yeah. If you need the Roll20 link, I'm sure someone will put it in chat.
I
for you.
got it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. So how far is that? That's the real question.
You
'cause
all
I'm a
are
little
very
rattled.
close. It is 55 feet from edge to edge of the ship here. So you can,
Cool.
yeah. We definitely know that the three of you are. I think Dicey is really the only one who's kind of like uncertain because Barry is definitely up there and Osita is definitely up there. So you said you were behind Barry, so you can be up at the front of the ship if you want to. But the ships are 50 feet apart.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think it makes sense. I feel like I should start trying to go on the other ship. I don't know. That'd be kind of funny. How far off the ground are we?
I mean, there is no ground below you.
There is no ground.
I mean,
Cool.
we're in space, yeah.
We're in space.
But the
so
ships
I'm not
make
gonna...
their own gravity bubbles, so like if you were to jump off the ship, you wouldn't just fly into space. You would rebound in kind of an arc back to the ship, like in a kind of a Super Mario Galaxy way.
Andrew, I'm so proud of you that you remember that because we haven't talked about that on Better Than Heroes in so long, and it just immediately got
It was
So-
hard to
Teaching
grasp.
moment.
As a sci-fi lover and trying to adapt to the fantasy of Spelljammer, it was
Makes no
it was
sense,
a
yeah.
very tough challenge for me. So I did internalize it.
I feel like then it is important for me to try to go across.
Cool. Yeah, it is not a lethal jump, is the short answer. Like if
Yeah,
you
so-
don't make it, you just kind of get stuck rather than die. So yeah,
Great. So I have to move.
sure do.
Let's see what I got. My movement is going to be 30 feet. I'm going to just 30 getting over to the chain. So quick question.
Yeah.
As a rabbit,
Mhm.
a lop more specifically. I have this rabbit hop ability where I can jump 15 feet without provoking up opportunity attacks. I'm not worried about the opportunity attacks right now.
Sure.
I am worried about if I use my dash action to get to the end of that, or if I mean, I guess I could just get to the end of it with my full dash, but if I were to use that rabbit hop, would that require a check of some sort?
No, because it's just a mechanical ability you have. So you just do it
Dope.
because you're awesome. And this is like, the character is built to be good at this. So you can just do it. Absolutely.
Dope. Well, I'm going to use 60 feet to get over here. I'm just going to race all the way across and start on the chain.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Soon.
And all right, let's see. And exactly.
Oh, that is a... Yes.
Yeah, so you are just moving to there?
Should be my full 60 feet.
Okay.
That is my action. I can bonus action use my I think it's called Lucky something. Where are you at? Rabbit hop. I can jump 15 feet. So I think I'm moving here, and then a bonus action, if I can, just 15 feet in that direction.
Sure, yeah. You just
There.
you literally get to the end and boom, out there. No problem. And you land on it. Yeah, I'm not going to make you do a mechanical check to land on this chain because this feels like something that you would be skilled at doing because your harpoon is kind of designed to do this, and this is something that your character is specifically very good at, so you just are able to whoop out there. No problem.
True.
I would like you to do a perception check for me that's just free. It's not anything
Dope.
that's going to cost you anything.
16.
With a 16, you notice that these all six of the folks that are on this opposing ship seem to be wearing black uniforms that have this green trim to them, but they look pretty shabby, and they all look to be elven as well.
Okay.
These are Meridian track punks. Dude.
I will just yell to everyone else and say, we got company. And after that, that's when I do my hop. That's the end of my turn.
Hell yeah, I love it. All right, cool. That is going to bring up a lot of me. This worked out well because I kind of wait, no, actually, that's not true. That's not true. I skipped you, Andrew. Osita, it is Osita's turn. Yeah.
All right.
And
cool.
then it's pretty much going to be just a block of me, and then it will be Dicey.
Cool. Can I establish something in the lore of our crew?
Please, what are you just trying to appeal to my heart to get an advantage here?
Yes.
What's happening? Yeah, go for it.
Can we say that we get in tussles all the time? We get in fights. Osita sees that sometimes Barry is a little bit slower. And so Osita and Barry have a move they do where Barry tucks all of his extremities into his shell, and Osita will grab the shell and just hurl it. They call it the Hail Berry, and she will hurl. She will.
Osita, please.
Amazing.
Please.
I walked Harlan. It was a success. That's just something that they have done and that they know that they can do. That's all I wanted to establish.
Done. Incredible.
Okay, great. But as for my turn, so we fired the ballista. It's harpoon. Does the chain connect to our ballista unit, or does it connect with something exterior to the ballista? Can the ballista be loaded and fired again with something that does not have a chain on it?
It's the most Andrew Orvidal question I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to give you the best case scenario here because I didn't even think about that, which usually I do. So, I'm going to give you, I'm going to say that it has a locking mechanism that costs your bonus action to you're just turning a crank basically to attach the chain to the shooter of the ballista. that it kind of like locks it in place as well. Like you would have to use an action to release it. So if for some reason you wanted to release the ships together, you would have to use an action to pull it off. But you now have the ability to shoot the ballista again.
Yes, I will do that. And I will. So that took my bonus action, right?
Yep.
Okay. As an object action, can I reload the ballista, or does that take the full action?
I'm making shit up on the fly, but so you should just reload it with your bonus action, and we'll call the other one a object interaction. Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll grab the nearest thing I see, which is a stout barrel full of coiled coarse rope, and I will place it into the ballista shooter and aim it at one of these guys and fire it at them.
I'm sorry, you're shooting a barrel out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
barrel of
Hell yeah. This is I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this attack roll, but I'm gonna cancel it out by giving you advantage for the dumb shit that you're doing. So that's just
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. So just shoot that shot as you all see Barry, which is like, I mean, no, I'm sorry, I did it again. You see Osita, like a thing that often happens with Osita. If Andrew, if I could establish lore about your crew, I think it's like. Osita knows that how to load a ballista and knows to shoot ballistas, but often just loves throwing other shit in there to see what happens, and it's just not convinced that the optimal move is to always put a bolt in there. So you just put that barrel in and shoot it over there, and
kind of half panic, half curiosity.
yeah.
Cool. And I guess I'll aim for the closest combatant. The dot. I guess it's yellow. I'm colorblind. Whatever that.
Sure.
The character on that ship is whoever the closest one is. So
absolutely.
I'll roll it out. Oh, terrible. 8.
Yeah, the barrel just like breaks as you as the tension hits it in order to launch it. It just splits in half and the rope flies out and gets stuck in the gravity field that you described earlier. As it just kind of like wiggles up and down in and around Quody as well.
Cool. Well,
there's just a floating rope in that area as well.
All right, that's my turn. Pretty cool one.
I had fun.
Knocking at it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do
A bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna do 6 longbow attacks now, and they're all going to be a Quody. As you all see, this group of people just draw their bows. And Quody, if you could tell me what your AC is.
My AC is, let me be sure about this. My AC should be 16.
Okay, cool. So that is no hits. I got no hits.
That nat 20.
I got no hits.
Boop, 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 boop.
So as you hopped out here, they're pretty distracted by the rope that is just like around you, and all of the arrows just fly past you and just like thunk into the ship. It's not a problem at all. They're just like stuck there, and they all kind of just like look around like stormtroopers at each other. Wonderful. That was I rolled 60 20s and did not get above a 16 on any of my attacks.
Quody goes like looking directly at them.
Yeah. You can see they look pretty like jockish and like stoked as they all like look at you sitting target and shoot at you, and after they all miss, you can see the worry in their eyes. Absolutely. Yeah. Great. That is going to bring up Dicey.
Awesome. So, this like link. Is this walkable?
If you are anyone but Quody, it is, no pun intended, a dicey walk. But you can walk on it. Yeah, it is a thick chain.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm doing a little quick measurement here. Okay. Dicey is going to move over to the edge of the ship and sort of just begin an ascent onto this chain. Not exactly do it, but go about 30 feet there. I'm going to take here the hide action as I have my chameleon. Wait, no, I won't take the hide. Wait, no. Yes, I will. I have a chameleon carapace, which is my exoskeleton can just change color and blend in with the surroundings around me. So I'm going to make it sort of look like the space that's immediately around the ship, which will give me, hopefully, the benefit of a hide action. But I have to make a stealth check with
Cool.
advantage.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Um. Okay, 22.
They both. I rolled with advantage for the group of folks, and absolute failure there. The dice tradition of just me being terrible and players rolling really well is continuing on this Better Than Heroes one shot. So, yeah, you walk out there and you can tell that no one sees you because they're all just like looking at looking at Quody as she dodged all of those arrows, and you walk up there and you're just like you can see like. Osita, you can see like the chain mark that is appearing on Dicey's chameleon carapace, like across your back as you're like walking out on it slowly, and you're blending into the space here.
Nice. So now I'm just ready just to cross this thing and get over there. But that's it.
Cool. All right. That is going to bring up Barry.
Okay. Am I able to walk out on this prong?
Sure. Yeah. I will say a thing you can also do, but you can't do if people are walking across the chain, is you can have the ship move closer, but you kind of like want to keep the distance in case they start boarding your ship too.
Right.
So that's a strategical choice that you all will make. It's like if you want to move the ship closer, you can. Right now you have it tethered. There's tension. You're in a good spot, but you can walk out on these prongs as well. Yeah.
Okay. So dashing is an action, right? Dashing takes your movement
Yes.
and your action.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. So what you see happen here is Barry begins trundling this way, and he is kind of picking up speed as he's going, and you think he's going to kind of stop at the edge, but he just keeps going out on this thing. I am going to take the dash action. Let's see how far I can get. And he goes all the way to the end of this prong, and he leaps out into nothing, it seems, and all of a sudden just turns into mist, and he reappears
Misty
Right
stepping
there.
in.
Incredible, man! Did we just see a turtle misty step? That's incredible. Good job, Jordan.
Amazing.
The slow leap of just like is incredible. Thank you for that.
You almost got to see him go hyperspeed, but that might have to happen a little bit later.
Cool. Yeah, as you like blend into this like pink purple mist that is all around you of the Violet Nebula, you just behind him, and you see these two just like they have like clearly they were at one point fancy haircuts, and they've grown out and are very scraggly now, and they're just like depleted robes that are uniform in this like black and green that you just like appear behind, and they're like, ugh! And their dangly earrings jangle, and they turn around and are right there looking at you. So what would you like to do?
I mean, that is the end of my turn, but I am going to roar with all of my turtle might and say, "The stone is among you!"
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Cool. All right. That brings us to the top of the initiative order here, and that's going to bring up Quody.
Dope. Okay. So I'm also going to do a quick move forward. I'm going to literally hop 1 foot and then Misty Step as well, because I did not think about that.
Cool and fun.
Hell yeah.
I believe 30 feet puts me directly here.
Okay.
From like there. Yep, perfect. Puts me directly there. So I still have 25 feet of movement. I'm going to 5, 10. I'm gonna move there, just so I can flank with our friend Barry. And I'm going to Misty Step as a bonus action. I'm gonna swing with my glaive. I'm gonna swing with my. Actually, I don't think I have that. We can't do that. 2-weapon fighting. I might as well go with my glaive. I'm gonna swing my glaive down on this person.
Let's
This
go.
elf.
Yeah, and you see this like elf who has, as he sees you all too, he just like drops his bow on the ground and is like reaching toward a scimitar that is at his waist, and you can attack him.
Get it.
Yeah.
I got another natural 20. I'm
Let's
not.
go.
Can't
Let's
even-
go.
I'm taking a picture right now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
This is
Hell yeah.
nuts.
Send
These
it to
dice
us.
are rolling really well.
Welcome to Better Than Heroes, where the way that you balance, the way you balance encounters as a DM is you just assume that everyone is going to roll natural 20s all of the time.
Just
So
assume. Just
yeah.
assume. Natural 20, so that means that 26 to hit, which is, I assume, is gonna.
yeah,
Do
and I'll say
something.
as he lands in front of you, he's like, "Ah, animal!" and he spits at you. Like he's just like this gross. He smells awful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, ew, an elf. And I'm gonna do it. Oh, sorry. So 10 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
to
He
him.
drops.
Oh,
Like you hit him, and he, you can tell as your weapon makes contact with him too, it hits him. And this is something like you fought plenty of tough dudes before too, and it hits him,
Yeah.
and he's like trying to stay up and is like bleeding, and then just like falls over to the ground there, and is clearly like that should not have taken him down, but did, and he is like
Yeah.
pretty weak. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do.
Good turn. Taking him down.
Heck
Pass him
yeah.
around. That is going to bring up Osita.
Okay, I'll kind of like huff at my missed attempt last time and look around, and there is a smaller barrel banded in iron that discarded and broken chain bits and lengths go into, and the crew is supposed to repair them. No one wants to repair them. It's the worst duty on the ship. So as a result, the barrel is full of broken and discarded pieces of chain. I'm going to bonus action reload the ballista, place this small barrel of chain onto it, and I a little more wise, I will rotate the ballista a click, and I will target these 3 guys who are not currently engaged with my friends. They're farther back on the ship. And yeah, I'll fire at them.
Shoot that shot. I like that Andrews just has really run with the canonical. Let me tell you about all the barrels on the ship. Yeah.
And another barrel. And
Yeah.
another barrel.
There's a barrel with fire inside of it. Yeah.
All the barrels.
No one wants to touch it.
Because it's fire.
Doesn't matter because I rolled a 9.
I was literally just about to say you're putting the bear in barrel, but you're not.
I'm rolling so
Oh man,
poorly.
shoot yourself out of the ballista
You
next.
are putting the paw in
Oh,
impossible.
I'll run out of projectiles sooner or later.
Today
I
is
mean, who
not that
knows,
day.
Andrew? You can just keep describing barrels. You just keep doing it. Yeah, it just smashes against the side of the ship, and these 3 dudes in the back just like look confused, and they kind of like all drop their bows as well, and like draw swords like ready to attack, and then they just like look confused because nothing happened at all.
That's my turn.
Great.
Harlan, quick
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
I goofed up. If it's something that we shouldn't take back now, I absolutely don't have to. But I do have an extra attack.
You are a guest on this show. You can always goof up, and we can retcon it. So please and
Yeah.
thank you.
My
/
glaive
again.
has an extra. Just whenever I take the attack action, then I'm allowed to take that extra attack. So I'm gonna do that just really quickly with the glaive one more time because it's got a 10-foot reach.
Sure. Yeah.
The other one.
You
I'm
got
so sorry. I was like, wait a second. I read the words extra attack and I was like,
you're a fuzzy lop with a long bladed stick. You can
just-
you definitely get that second swing. Go for it.
I just got a 10. So
Okay,
Completely okay.
cool. That misses. Yeah. So, dice tell a story. Dice knew
true.
that. Yeah, that moment passes. In fact, I love the idea of you being like, "Oh wait," and then like slashing and
Swing.
Like, yeah.
Whoops. Completely
Yeah.
too far.
He just like bats it away with his scimitar that he's pulled out. Cool. All right. That's great. That is now my turn. I have 5 of these dudes left, and so they are all going to move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one can't quite get to you. So he's gonna move there instead, and he's gonna have his bow and shoot at
Always
you.
motorcycles.
Always motorcycles. Barry, what is your AC?
My AC is 19.
Damn, dude. Cool. All right, I hit you with at least 2 attacks. 3 attacks. I hit you with 3 attacks, and all of them had advantage. So that is going to mean that I only get to do a certain amount of damage to you, which I will tell you right now, and that is 11 points of damage altogether. As this group of like bedraggled elves just surround you and are smashing their scimitars down at you, and one of them shoots like an arrow that like sticks in your side, but most of them are just like smacking off of your shell.
Bro squad.
What a great move, putting this very armored being in the most accessible position. Good job. Good strategy there, Jorpo. Cool. That is the end of my block of dudes' turn. That's going to bring up Dicey.
All right. Pretty simple for this round. I think I'm going to dash across
Nice.
this perilous rope chain.
Nice.
Let's say.
Boom.
Not right there. Oh, actually, right here. 60.
Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, you just scramble across it, holding on with all 4 legs, and no one notices you as you just... It just looks like the chain is kind of shivering, and the mist is moving around it.
Hell yeah.
It would look very cool if anyone was watching.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's it for now.
Cool. Barry?
Give me 1 second here. Okay. Yeah, Barry's just gonna start wailing on at people. I think firstly he raises his morning star in the air, and it all of a sudden begins to sort of ooze with seawater as he utters this guttural phrase, and out of nowhere a clap of lightning strikes down and touches this thing, charging it with thunderous abilities. And I'm going to swing at the orange one to my south.
Okay, cool. Roll that attack roll to see if you knock out this
Roll that
criminal.
beautiful attack. I missed it. What a cool way to miss. That was an 8.
Hell yeah, that misses. Absolutely. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. He dodges out of the way, and this one's, and you can see him like a little winded, but like proud of himself for dodging your very slow attack. Yeah.
Come on, you lads. Okay. That's
Yeah.
it.
You all do. Yeah, you see Barry doing his very signature move of jumping in first and then yelling at the opponent. Yeah.
And then not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, the Mel Gibson move, both in real life and in his movies. And that is going to bring up Quody.
Perfect. Quody is interested in moving 10. She's going to move here so that she can try hitting again. And then if I hit, I'm definitely throwing some smite on there. We'll see.
Cool.
I'm taking a picture.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy
Already-
shit.
I already attached
Amaze.
I
This is-
already
this-
attached.
This is just like the Mondays game. You know, we've got London, you're just taking the place of Click, and Lexi, you're just taking the place of Aaron, who just always rolls natural 20s. So this is great. This is
Big
perfect. Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you for just like
Jordan,
jumping
you
in
and I
vibing
are
with us.
exactly as
Right
scripted.
where we need to be.
I'm like a Click and Kai crossover.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sent it to the
For
email.
real.
Dope. Okay, so natural 20 on that one.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be. Do you 2d10
Uh,
or just double the number?
we established this last time, and which is a rule I've been rolling by for the I'm going to roll by forever, which is you can do either one, and as long as you don't tell me which one you do.
Great.
So yeah. You know what? I've really had a good time saying that since we've established that, and
Yeah.
no one else thinks it's as funny as me. But
I think
think
it's
it's
funny.
really
It does
fun.
sound so
Do
mysterious.
not tell me.
Yeah, it sounds like aggressive again, like just like don't fucking tell me. But it's like yeah.
That's gonna be 15 to that dude.
Cool. Yeah, he almost evaporates when you hit him with your staff. He just like looks at you, and you can just see him like smirk a little bit as he dies in front of you. Like it seems like the
Nice.
life that he was living was more pain than the death that he just felt as you just
I
like
was
stab
helping.
him.
I did my moral duty.
Yeah.
Um,
You can feel like
I
a
would-
whisper from your god in your ear too. That's just like
yes,
good has been done. Yeah.
good has been done. Is this higher elevated over here?
Yeah, but it
Okay.
doesn't cost any extended movement for you to go down. Yeah.
Oh, it's down.
Yeah, it's down.
Yes, I do
yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
Oh, so yeah. So I said it incorrectly. It is lower. Yeah.
I would like to bonus action rabbit hop.
Yes, you should.
Actually,
and can.
oh god, I don't. That's so much flavor, but then I lose my extra attack. No, it's one action, two attacks per action. Yeah, I'm gonna use that bonus action to hop over and come down with my glaive again on this person.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he
Get on a
doesn't
roll.
even this elf like this kind of like broad-shouldered elf like doesn't even respond. He kind of like slashes at you as you look up. And it's like one of those basketball moves where you like tap him on the shoulder and then like throw it through
Yeah.
their legs or whatever. And
Oh my god.
yeah, so you just like hop over him. He doesn't even know you're there as you stab him. Yeah, so go
Yeah.
for it.
I'm gonna come down with my blade. 15 to hit.
15 does hit. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay. That's just 1d10 this time. Okay. That's gonna be 10 points.
Okay,
slashing
cool.
damage.
You also murk him right here as you stab him from behind, and he just falls down,
Just
like flat in
shredding.
front of you.
shredding.
Shredding.
Gonna look up at my teammates and I'll go, can someone hit something? And then I will yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of my turn. I
Hell
would like to
yeah.
look around, but I'd like to do that at the beginning of my next turn.
Incredible. Okay, cool. That is going to bring up Osita.
All right. Yeah, I kind of slap my paws on the ballista. Pretty frustrated that my barrel didn't work. And there is a spare anchor leaning against the deck up here. And I am
It's
going
full of-
to...
Explosives.
that- covered in lamp oil. No, it's just an anchor. It's not connected to the chain. It's our
Painted
spare.
lasers.
I'm going to pick it up, like heave it up, and clong it down onto the ballista with the cross spars pointed up at the top. I'm going to bonus action reload the ballista, and then I'm going to object action grab one of the pole arms that are up around here that we use for pushing, debris away from the ship. And then I'm going to climb onto the anchor and hold on to the left crossbar with my paw. And I think I consumed all my actions, but I'll be ready for my next turn.
You're just like shaking so hard.
As this
Amazing.
anchor is kind of clattering and like teetering on the ballista.
Are you
But-
about to shoot
from the weight.
yourself over there right now?
But the,
Well, I used up all my turns.
the DM in me
Incredible.
just wants to be like, well, you do actually, and I'm just like, no, the I just want this to happen.
Gotta,
Yes.
gotta happen.
Yeah, roll that attack roll, please.
Oh, you're giving me a freebie object action? All right.
I don't know what's happening, Andrew. this is this is
Don't
this is you
question
shooting
it.
yourself with an anchor. So
Boy, it
yeah,
better
I'll
be
kind
good.
of poke around back there with the pole arm for the trigger on the ballista.
I can't wait for this to be a nat
Oh,
one.
fuck. What's that?
I can't wait for this to be a nat one.
You would think so.
If-
But the fates have turned. I got a 23.
All right.
Nice.
If ever there was a time to roll on that one, though, and
Yeah.
That would be it. Yep. big time.
launch a bear off into the void of space.
I mean, you can give me disadvantage on the roll. I would expect it.
No, I honestly thought about it and I was like, this is a 2-shot and that is a fun idea. So
And I'm aiming for these guys that are kind of clustered around Barry is where I
sure.
was aiming to
I'm gonna
land.
call it a D10 of damage for an anchor and a bear. I'm calling it a 1d6 for both, and then rounding down. So
Okay.
let's have you
1d10.
roll a D10 twice.
Just for everybody.
Yeah. It's like it's one for each person that you hit.
Cool. 10. Oh, you want me to roll for each guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody got 10, somebody got 1, and somebody got 3.
Okay. Cool.
Clong! As the anchor
Yeah,
smashes it over here.
The anchor's like lands on one of them and just like squashes the body, like lands on his rib cage and it just like splats him, and he's just like smiling as it like falls down on him. And then you, as the bear, like land on the other two, and they just kind of like get knocked over. And I'm just gonna call them prone with that amount of damage.
Should I roll damage for myself since I fired myself onto the deck of the ship?
100%. And I'm gonna have you roll 3d10 for yourself as well. Yeah.
Wow.
3d10 for myself.
High swing.
Yeah, 15 damage, a lot.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. As you land on top of an anchor and then fall. Yeah.
Badass.
Cool.
Very
That's
cool.
my
and
turn.
fun.
I
Great
wasn't
turn.
getting across that chain. It was I couldn't get on the chain.
Yeah, you're not running up that chain. You're making a deal with God. I get you.
Oh my god.
It's me. I'm God. That's gonna bring
I
up
got it,
my remaining cultists boys, who are going to. I don't know. I mean, they're not doing well. I think they want the sweet relief of death, and they're both going to attack you, Osita, who knocked them over. They're going to stand up and whip out their blades, and they're just going to be like, yes, like this! And that is neither of them. What's your AC?
17.
God, yeah, neither of them hit, as they just start attacking the anchor, like a little bit confused, and just like they just like smash their blades against the anchor and miss you completely. And as they seem
It's
very,
like
yeah.
when you hit your like head on like a corner cabinet and then you punch the cabinet and hurt your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just hurts worse.
Yeah,
I
now
love
I'm
it.
hurt
He was
and
bruised.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Damn you, unfeeling thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. This is like I wish that like at some point in this stream I'm gonna start just like publicly rolling so people know I'm not fudging dice rolls in the narrative plot armor favor. I just roll so shitty all of the time. But dice tell a story, baby. Dice tell a story. Okay, cool. That's gonna bring up Dicey.
All right. Dicey, let me just get in position here. Dicey is finally going to cross over to the companions over here and going to make a couple of attacks with the daggers that come out.
I rolled for to know if they saw you, and I rolled under 10. So for both of them,
Nice.
so you can have advantage on attacks as you are still in chameleon carapace, and they do not see you.
Wow.
So yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
see.
I wrote down your stealth roll earlier, and both of them got under 10, so they just can't
Nice.
do it.
All right. Okay. So with the
Again, I'm
Two
not being
attacks.
nice. I'm just rolling dice and sucking at it. Like
I'm so glad this went advantage because I rolled a 2 and a 3.
there we go.
It has to be better than
God.
that. What is that? Okay, a 6 and a 9 plus 7, so 16 and 13 and 16.
Both of those hit. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and then one more for the offhand.
Nice.
So that'll be 19.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. 3 hits there as you just appear out of nowhere and I can't not imagine you with a bunch of like kitchen knives, but
Yeah, same.
So this will be so that's 8, and then 1. So 9 points of piercing damage.
To one of them. To which one?
That will be that's true. That'll be to one of them, but with a slashing flourish. I'm going to get the other one as well.
Cool.
With-
The first one goes down like as you hit him with exactly enough hit points that he has as he
Nice.
like you just like you can add some flavor there, but he like gets cut in a way where it's like he's not really supposed to go down with this amount. Like you like hit him and you almost feel bad for him in the moment where he's just like and keels over. Yeah.
So with the slashing, I get to expend a bardic inspiration die,
Cool.
and that's all the damage that gets done. And that's if I hit the other guy, and I did so. 5.
Cool. 5 points of damage. This one's still up. So you do the very cool move and lean over with that flourish and hit the last one and stab into him. And you look over, kind of like maybe expecting him to die. And he's like, not yet, but soon. As this like scraggly elf is just staring at you. Yeah.
All right, into my turn.
Cool. All right. That's going to bring up Barry.
I strike.
Strike.
Come on. Yes. 23 to hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
And he says,
Sooner than you know, friend.
and he hits him for this thing connects and does 4 plus 5, 9 damage.
That is again
A clap of thunder rings out
exactly what you need to murk this dude. So
and just pastes him, just
Yeah.
turns him into goo.
it's
It's like, at the start of Men in Black when that alien's running
I do.
and he jumps at the guy and they shoot him and just slime everywhere. I think that there's enough thunder energy in this thunderous smite that it just completely creams the sky.
Cool. Yeah, and you hit him and he melts, and you can just see like there's like a whimper of joy as you just melt this dude into nothingness. And
bit-
for a
Sad at the end there.
for a moment, you're out of combat, and you all just kind of like are looking around. And you can see this like mist again, like very lightly hanging in the doorway. But as you move, you can see this like large entrance to the crypt in front of you. And I need to run to the restroom real quick. And so you all can do whatever you want to do as you start to investigate this. But I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I had to pee so bad. I didn't take a break.
Charge in and loot the entire crypt.
Yeah. Oh, look, we found so
Take
much
the ship.
platinum in here.
A natural 20
Yeah,
What?
another one.
again
Oh, wow.
for everyone.
5 of them to save for later.
A natural 20 on uncovering the fog.
This is insane. But I actually have a spell that can destroy fog.
Nice.
That is, I like that you
Oh,
use the word
nice.
destroy.
Yeah,
Sick.
it's
Like,
not.
It could just like fan it away, and you're like, no, I have
No,
an eternal vow.
It's It's create or destroy water, and under the destroy water segment, it says you destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube.
Ooh.
Pretty
oh
handy.
my gosh, that's amazing.
So crazy that I would have that. It's not a lot. It's not nearly enough to get rid of all
30
of this.
feet's good. 30
Yeah.
feet's good.
Yeah. It's a start. I think if we see something in there, I can maybe pinpoint it. But nobody tell
Yeah.
Harlan. Nobody tell Harlan.
Oh,
We're not telling.
It's gonna be a big surprise.
My lips are sealed.
Nothing happened. We looted the crypt. We got a
Good job.
zillion
We actually-
Ethereum.
Good job,
Yeah,
everybody.
We
That's
won D&D, so.
We
that's
beat
the DM
D&D.
disadvantage when you don't pee on break. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it happens.
I rolled a
Um,
nat 20 on a D4.
Wow.
I
um,
saw
Crazy
that.
stuff happened. Yeah.
First time ever.
So cool.
Um,
There's just this mist in front of you as you all are entering the tomb. What would you all?
I would like to. What's a bonus action out of combat? It's just a bonus action.
You can just do it immediately. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to spend a moxie point, and I rake my claws against my championship belt, setting off sparks, and I'm going to brace up, which gives me a bunch of temporary hit points. So I'm going to
Ooh.
gain 15 temporary hit points
Nice.
from the brace up action.
Yeah, a very common sight for you all as you just like watch your buddy as she scratches at her belt and just I don't know, what do you like yell at a
I
large
just kind of roar after I picked myself up and like looked around for somebody to maul, and everyone was like unconscious. Just like it's pretty frustrated after
Yeah.
my terrible barrel shooting. I just kind of like let out a roar and galvanized myself with that brace up.
Cool. All right. Would anyone like to do anything before you like walk into the crypt? You all are more than welcome to move yourselves into it if you'd like.
I definitely would like to see these elves' bodies and see their like I'm not looting, but I'm definitely looking to see if they found something that we hadn't being here earlier, or if their clothes gave them some sort of advantage, or if they have something on them.
Sure. Yeah. You can roll an investigation check. Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. That investigation's gonna take it's gonna just be a flat 12.
Wonderful. Yeah. They seem to have a emblem on them that is kind of looks like in real life you would know as like a nose ring, like a metal ring with a dot on it. And it has like an M arch in the middle of the ring as well, which you all would recognize as the symbol of the Meridian Tract, which is because you all are folks who follow repos and leads, folks who are kind of not pirates, not stealing from people, but collectors of forgotten things throughout this world. You would know as almost a legend of secret police here. These kind of like whispery, powerful organization that is, akin to like Men in Black is like a good comparison as it just as that's on the top of my mind because you made a joke about that earlier. But it's just like these kind of like secret police a little bit.
Men in Black are no joke, Harlan.
Yeah, I know. I
Who?
love
Men in
kidding.
Black.
don't
Wait,
joke
let's
about
derail it. I want to talk about Men in Black now.
So it's this movie, right?
Change the
when-
title. Change the title of the stream.
Actually, that'd be a fun D&D campaign. Anyway,
Right?
It would be.
it would be. Well, let's do that. Let's come back in like a month and do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right, everybody in the stream, wait here.
yeah,
Give us 30 days.
We'll be back.
I'm gonna make a fun cut of this later. That's gonna introduce the campaign that we run.
Oh, that'd
But-
be great.
But it is an organization that's just like this powerful, shadowy organization, but they're known for being like very regal and very like politically powerful. And the fact that they're this shabby and went this down this easy is like worrisome to you. Maybe I don't know. Like you can decide how you feel about that. It is off. I will say it is off.
Do their
for sure.
uniforms fit them?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they are their uniforms. They're not hiding. They're not pretending. For sure. Yeah.
Cool.
But that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Okay. I will relay that. I will just blare to the team and tell everyone that.
Done.
Sounds like they came looking for something. Might have found it.
I mean, and you all can either advance or do more. It's whatever you and.
Can I go to the hatchway leading down in the ship and like smell and listen to see if I think there's anyone below deck moving around?
If I know anything about Andrew as a D&D player, there's nothing he loves more than a sniff check. So yes, you can do. You can put your head under the hatch and do a sniff check with advantage, I believe, because you're a bear.
Yeah, they call me Sniff Check. Oh my god, I rolled a 3 and a 4. These dice, I'm
Yeah.
telling
Ooh,
you.
you gotta get new ones. It's bad.
Yeah.
I'm swapping it out. Yeah, so that's bad. It would be a total at best of a 9.
Smells like nose in here.
Wonderful. Yeah, nothing. Just like you're kind of a little bit too. One of those barrels that you shot across had a bunch of like cumin in it, so you just like have a bunch of that in your nose. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no.
Dicey was hiding cumin in the old rope barrel.
Yeah.
I need more storage space. What can I do? You know.
Oh, I love it. There's no one below deck, just more spice.
Sorry, my dog keeps opening the door, and it's making me crazy. I'm
Trying to
very
leave.
sorry. Okay. Yeah. So there. You without going deeper down into the ship, you can't discover anything. So you're just like have a nose full of cumin.
I'll start heading for the crypt, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody
I'm right
else?
behind him.
Yep.
Yep. Same.
There.
All right. Let's have you all 4 roll perception checks then.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Okay, that's nice.
Come on. That's not bad.
I'm rolling pretty good. Oh, dirty 20.
Oof. Yeah,
16.
12.
11.
Well, and what was yours, Dicey?
16.
Cool. Okay. So, Gwody, you, as you kind of like, I'm just gonna put you first because you have the most here. So I'm just as a group, I'm gonna walk your tokens up a bit here. So, give me just a second here. And if you, I'm not gonna walk you into a trap, but I'm just gonna kind of like put you all in this form. And if you think that's different or you should be in different spots, you absolutely can. In fact, I'm going to put you maybe here. And as you step through into this crypt here, you see this large open chamber that looks organic. It has just this like green growth all over the walls, and it is rounded as well. It only goes about like 40 feet up, but you can see this yellow glow far in front of you. And standing next to this large blue ring is again this like robed creature. It looks like an elf, but it has this like green growth on it as well. It looks different from the one that is on the walls as far as you can tell, because the one on the walls is much more mossy, and this one has like vines going in and around it. And it is standing there holding and you can tell it's holding this even though its back is toward you, because the seed that it is holding is sticking out on both sides of it. It's like it's holding a small canoe almost, you know, and it is in the middle of this large blue ring, and it goes out onto a large precipice that seems to drop down, and you have never seen anything like this. There, like again, it feels organic in here. You can feel it almost feels like humid. You know, like you can feel that, but there's a stickiness that feels off as well as you step in. There's not a mist that is obscuring your vision, but as a mist you can feel on your skin as the stickiness in and around. And you would just kind of like hear a cackle from the other side of this room as well. And this isn't architecture that you recognize immediately either. Like it feels odd to be in a room this shape, and especially with like this composition and with this ring. And you just see this, you can see the edges of it, and especially you, Quody, you saw this vision, and Barry, when the break of the remnant of this ghost happened, and you can tell that it is holding the seed that you saw that was moved out that caused this rush of golden liquid, and you just hear a cackle from across the room, and it says, "The food for the gods. They were right. It is food for the gods, but it is also an army for me." And as he turns around and is again holding this long container that looks like a pit of a peach almost, but spread out, you can see this elven figure that has vines like it seemed to be almost like choking him, and he has bloodshot eyes that you can see all the way from there, all like all these feet across, can still just see like the broken vessels in his eyes, and he is like, "We will bring him back. We will use the food of the gods to bring him back." And you see on either side of him these two golden pseudopods, these long strips of golden arms, reach up around him. He's like, "Welcome." And yeah, I think I want to roll initiative right there. Actually, I'm just going to use the same initiative order. I'm not gonna break it, but we're just jumping back into initiative here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Also, just for the record, I could have destroyed some of that mist, Harlan.
Destroyed.
I could have
Yeah.
destroyed
Destroy
it.
the mist.
Jordan told us all about it while you were peeing.
Yeah.
Big time fog destroyer over here.
Just want you to know that when it comes to mist, I know how to deal with it.
Cool. You can have advantage on any attacks you do against mist from now on. As Barry. Yeah. Great. Okay.
Oh, no,
Cool.
I missed.
That is going to bring up Quody. You get to go first here.
Okay. So Quody is gonna definitely still has the glaive in it. Well, kind of has the glaive. No, put the glaive away. But it's just going to. Can we help you bring him back?
He says, "Yes, you can."
Without dying ourselves?
He says, "Yes." And you hear this cackling. He says, "Do you want to leave here with me?" And he's like, "We can go bring him back together." And he's like looking off, like almost up. And you see these like large pseudopods that are there. They started to reach forward, and now they're just kind of like wriggling up in the air.
I don't have anything better to do.
He nods and he says, "Where are you from?" And if you, we can kind of like, we can do some conversation here. So like you all other folks can join, and we can jump into combat if it matters. But he is trying to fight you, so but
Yeah.
we absolutely can just talk.
I don't think that really matters. I'm here right now, and I'm gonna go wherever you go. So
he nods. He says, "I have given everything to be here."
Who is it that you're trying to bring back exactly? And where did they go?
He says, "The guiding voice, the Meridian Tract, was taken from us. And I know how to. It's always been my job to bring people back. He says, I know how growth works, and I know how life works. And, sometimes you need to burn down a field in order to grow anything there." And you see, as he's saying this, like in the same way that the pseudopods are coming up from the drop-off that is around him, you see just like small bloops of up and around. And you see the same elves that you have just killed just seem to kind of like show up. Their faces and bodies just like show up for a second and then bloop back down. And you see like dwarves come up as well that you don't recognize as he is speaking. And he says, "There's only one way to save the world, And he's like, and that's through him. He says, he was the only one with a deal to let this world die for people to live. And he's like, trust me, let's save the world. Let's let all our friends die so that we can live. And you see like these elves like blooping up again.
I'm gonna whisper to my companions.
I've spent enough time in the ring with heels to know we should not go anywhere with this one.
I ain't got much for friends but you lot, but I'd rather keep yous alive.
Yeah, same here. You're great to cook for, and if we go with him, we're not cooking much longer. I don't think any of us.
Doesn't seem like much of a gourmand, does he?
No.
Quody, can you
Yeah.
roll a? I want you to roll. What is Quody's greatest skill? I think I was doing the religion check earlier because you are a paladin, but apparently you have yeah.
It's
What's
really
your
weird.
what's your
She's
big one?
really good with wisdom stuff and strength. Like athletics specifically is her highest. But insight is also insight, perception, survival. Those are her biggest.
Okay, I think insight is perfect for the narrative of this
Yeah.
moment. So can you roll an insight check here?
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna roll contested, so I might roll better than you.
Nice.
I rolled pretty well. I got a 20. What'd you get?
I got a 21.
Let's
What
go!
I got a
is
17 plus
happening?
4.
Hell yes.
Let's go.
Nice.
Um,
Okay.
I think with that, the number one thing you can tell is that this dude is from an organization that revolves around education. And I want you to take the flavor of that however you want. But this dude is not just, we're not talking like public school, elementary, like we're helping people succeed here. I'm talking like this is a Harvard motherfucker, who you can just tell from the way he's talking and like the vague things, like he's making T.S. Eliot references that are like from the bad T.S. Eliot poems
Yeah.
too. Like you can just like feel it in your gut, like from across the room. But then with that, there is the flicker, and you see the flicker of the blue light again. And you see just like a small apparition of the ghost that you killed and destroyed earlier that was trying to stop your captain, stop the location here. It just like shows up behind him for a moment, this thing that only you saw, and then flickers away. And it's the face of that ghost, this like unhinged jaw, and you see the vision again in fast forward of this place being drained out of this like golden liquid. But as it's being drained out of this golden liquid, you can just hear voices saying, no, I want to be here. Like I am food, I am nourishment, and it's just kind of like fading out and in your head together. But you know very much that this guy is this piece belongs in a museum of something that does not belong in a museum that deserves to stay here. That's my
Thank you
very
for the Indiana
clumsy.
Jones reference. I finally understood what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Something for the
Good. I
So
talked
you're-
long enough that I made sense.
So
Awesome.
you're
Yeah.
saying that oh jeez. So I see the blue ghost.
Yeah. I mean, I just threw all of that at the wall. You can ask any questions about that. I was just like doing most effort. Like, yeah. So if you want
So
to
I
pick
saw
any of
the
that
blue
apart, please do.
ghost, but I'm hearing this person and these other spirits say that they want to be here.
Yes, there is. Yes, I think that exactly what you said is correct.
Yeah. But I fucking hate this loser because he went to Harvard.
Yeah.
Space
Andrew,
Harvard.
Andrew, what is the Bardic college that Flute went to?
Soissons by the Sea in
Ha-
Truro.
He went to that school that Andrew just said, and it sucks. It's like
It
rich
has
kid.
C in its
It's
name.
Oberlin bullshit. Yeah.
Oh God. Amazing. Damn. I feel like Quody kind of wants to go after this. That blue ghost. Do I get what kind of feeling am I getting from that? Is that more of like I should go after? Like, was it leading me here, or is that more of like a stay away?
Oh, roll an insight.
Feeling.
Yeah, roll an
Dope.
insight check.
We'll do. 14 plus 4 is 18.
It is a. I'm gonna roll. Don't worry, roll like shit.
Nice.
It is a. In the same way that a lighthouse is saying don't drive into the shore, it's kind of like the reverse of that, where it's like, please, come here, so that
Yes.
it is a call for help. It's a blink of SOS across the sky. Yeah.
Do I get? Let me just do something really quick. Two things I would like to do. First, I would very much like to divine sense and see if it's celestial fiend undead.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big undead. It's within 60 feet, which might be actually too far.
I think all of the like the two pseudopods that are on either side of him are both undead. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And then the last thing I would like to do is I think I'm going to start approaching.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn everyone else, and what I say is just, we're not going to go with this guy, but I'm going to get closer because I'm going to kill him. That's all I have to say.
Can I walk with you?
Of course.
Yeah, cool. I think you can all advance here. I think that this is
Nice.
like as much as the D&D mechanics make sense for like movement and stuff. Like I think that he is kind of disarmed by this conversation that is happening. That you all can just move yourselves appropriately until any of you want to take an action.
Okay, I want to
Actually,
get...
until Quody takes an action because she is first in the initiative order. That will just like pop. So move yourselves together, please.
I want to see how far. Oh, we're so far.
Yes.
Would we keep moving or should I stay around here?
No, you can keep
Go
moving.
for it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and
Like
he's kind of
around
like
there.
I think
Whoops, I moved Dicey, sorry.
Yeah, I think at this point he is, and you can tell from where you are too that there is a level of as he is holding this seed, and you see all these like figures popping up around him, that he is definitely distracted by some sort of like communing that he is doing here. So he almost like isn't bothered by your presence as you walk up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll get pretty close.
Yeah,
Sure.
I know that I'm going to immediately should I after enemy?
I would say as you see Osita, like out of all of you, walks up the closest and just like kind of keeps going as you all are like thinking and walking around. And as you step up, you see this precipice as well, like all around you is the like this like golden viscous liquid is just like popping up and creating figures all around it. These like faces of dwarves and like the elves that you saw before, and again just like more of like dwarves that you don't recognize. And as you walk up, there's no recognition, there's no stopping you from this being as he's standing right next to you. And he, again, is in these like black robes with green trim and has very bloodshot eyes and is holding this huge golden seed that has this like viscous liquid on it as well. And he doesn't even see you really as he walks up, but he says hello and he like welcomes you as you stand next to him holding it.
Does this seed with the liquid, does it smell like honey at all? What is
I mean, you have
You know
cumin
I-
in your nose, so let's have you
it's
roll. Let's have you roll a perception check.
Sniff check.
And can I check and see if this is like a magic seed or like it's natural still, but just grows somewhere or some sort of information or?
Yeah, you can roll a history check with advantage because you're a chef.
I got a 19 on my sniff.
It is absolutely smells like honey.
Oh, you see my eyes dilate to be like solid black. There's some drool is kind of coming out of the sides of my mouth.
She's got the honey madness.
Honey madness.
Going
It's been a
little poo on
problem
us.
in the past.
It's going full poo. Put some pants on.
Full poo.
Some pants on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I didn't get higher than 7.
Yeah, this is it is actually almost frustrating to you because you're very well versed in pitted fruits, and this is nothing you recognize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I beg to make a survival check to see if this is from any kind of edible or poisonous fruits that I know?
Jordan, I will never forgive you for how much you try and make nature checks survival checks. I'm gonna make you DM a game in the wild. I'm gonna like set up the setting and be like, okay, you have to. No, I'm just getting shit.
Look, I gotta tell you, if it comes to surviving, you gotta know which berries to eat and which ones not to eat.
Honestly, that sentence alone, yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah.
If I ever get the keys to D&D, nature's going to wisdom first.
Yeah. Why is it not
I-
wisdom?
First
I
thing.
try to discuss that with my DMs first thing.
I literally gave it to you in our other game.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes no sense. Oh, I'm a druid, a very wise druid who knows nothing about the natural
Nothing.
world because I don't have
Not
an
a lick.
intelligence score.
Yeah.
I mean,
I rolled a 6, so your secrets are safe.
cool. Thank you. You're saying I was right. I agree. The dice
You
agree.
were
with me.
right all
I get
along.
it. Cool. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So yeah, you all are standing around this like viney elf who is holding a seed bigger than his body, and just seems to be ecstatic with it and like distracted by you. And again, there are these just like bloosh of like this viscous liquid all around you that seem to be creating humanoid forms. But there again are 2 very large pseudopods that are just hovering around and like flexing arms that don't seem to have.
I know it's Lexi's turn in the initiative order, so I'll say, you all could tell that Osita is 6 seconds away from getting after that seed.
In fact, you will watch as Quody reaches towards a small pouch. She reaches behind herself, takes out a small scythe, just extremely
shit.
small. And I'm going to very quickly throw it at their hand, wrist, something to either make them drop the seed. I want them to just like not be able to touch it.
Yeah.
Or
sure.
it falls into the liquid or something.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
You can go first in this initiative order, so roll that attack roll.
Dope. Let's see. Oh, I got a 2.
Oof.
So that's a 9 total. And then let's just see. So I did that. I get another attack. I am absolutely going to move forward.
Yeah, so like as you throw it, like it's not something that comes back to you, right? So if you throw it and you miss, it's just like
yeah, it's just gone.
Yeah, so it hits you throw it at his arm, and it just like sticks to the seed. Like it hits the seed, and he kind of doesn't even move. It just kind of like hits. It bounces off his arm, and you realize there's like a level of this same viscous liquid like on his arm, and just kind of like grazes off and like gets stuck to the seed in him.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward to him, and I'm gonna try to take. I think I have to use my glaive. I have 2 sickles, but I'll use my glaive to just like swing down. Before I do that though, no, I'm gonna try to hit with the glaive, and if it works, I'm gonna smite it up.
Sure.
So we'll see. Okay, that's gonna be 9 plus 6 is 15.
A 15 does hit. Exactly.
Does hit. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Where's my D10? And then I have that. I am absolutely gonna throw. I feel like a searing smite makes sense. Why not? I'm gonna do a steering smite on top of this.
Sure,
This is gonna
absolutely.
be 2d6 damage on
Cool.
top of whatever I roll. So 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 3 is 14. 14
Uh,
damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So give us some flavor here as this connects and hits with him.
So I throw the sickle, it misses, and I think that Quody has not moved. Just completely moves forward, um, and has not like broken eye contact. Swings out, like reaches back with the opposite hand through the scythe. Reaches back with the opposite hand, and with her non-dominant hand, swings forward with it. Um, Catching it at just the right moment for it to like cleave into the shoulder.
Hell yeah.
With the other hand. And I think that's, and as she does that, you all watch. She's just gonna say, "You educational wackos," and it just like searing light immediately comes from her blade.
Hell yeah, absolutely. And so, how much damage was that altogether? Do you know?
I believe it was 14.
Oh boy,
I believe it was 14.
that's exactly
Whoa.
what I rolled for the Constitution saving throw to
Yeah.
maintain concentration on his attunement with this seed, and I failed by one single. Like I got
Incredible.
13 on it.
Nice.
Incredible. As dice tell a story, baby, it's amazing.
Nice whole
Well,
story.
And you just see him drop this huge thing as you say that, and it just like slams to the ground. And with that, all like the pseudopods just woof to the ground, and all of these like rooms around you that are these voices and faces just fall flat, and you all can see, and Osita, you can smell. There's just like vat of honey down and around you, and with that you
Full
see
cartoon thing.
this elf's face like turn at you with his like bloodshot eyes that are no longer bloodshot, but they're just like full of just like this dark blue gross like coagulated blood,
Nice.
and he like looks at you and he's like, no, and yells back in your face as you make contact here.
Nice. That's it.
Great. That's gonna bring up Osita.
Cool. The seed drops on the ground between us, and he yells, and just like a bear with food between it and its competition, I roar back, like shaking the joinings of this coffin-like superstructure as I use my ability Dig Deep, which gives me resistance to all damage types for the next minute.
Damn. Fuck you, Andrew. I love it.
And
Incredible.
but I get when it's done, I get a level of exhaustion.
Oh no, that matters at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna come up.
Jeez.
and I want that honey seed, and I want the honey in the vault. But I know I as seemingly dim-witted as I may be, I know that I can't have it if there's a competitor around. So I will charge over here. Can I stand right here? Is that a spot to
Yes.
stand in?
Yep. You're like basically like up against the seed in that spot. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'll get up so it's kind of between my Haringen. What? How am I saying?
Herringon.
Harangon.
You're
I'm
good.
so wrong. Couldn't be wronger. And I will declare haymakers and start haymaking on this person because
Nice.
I want that honey. That's a 19 on the first one, and a sorry, these dice. 14 on the second one.
Cool. 19 and 14 both. No, the 14 misses, the 19 hits.
Cool. So since I'm swinging haymakers, I don't have to roll my damage. They just take 17 magical slashing damage.
Okay, hell yeah. So yeah, you just charge in there and just like start shredding this elven, and you see like the vines are just like connected and like bursting through his body, as you just like start to like rip into him and tear him apart. Absolutely.
That's my turn.
Cool.
Amazing.
All right, great. That is going to bring up his turn. And so you see, like after the scream, and even though you're tearing into him, he yells out again, and there's just like this dark purple energy bursts out from him. And I need everyone as he yells, and there's just a whoo of a flash of purple energy. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, at least that's my thing.
16.
I keep rolling really well. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean like literally. This is you're just filling the role. It's fine.
Is
You're
this
totally
for
cool.
disease? Anything having to do with disease?
It is necrotic damage. So, but it
Okay,
is
so
not.
probably
It's not
not.
technically disease. No.
Con save 22.
Okay, so you
16.
pass. A 16 does succeed as well. Dicey?
16.
What? I'm trying to make entertaining content here. Barry,
Dice
what'd you
don't
get?
want that.
Harlan put so
9.
much effort into their encounters and everything, and so many
Yo.
times.
I mean, I'm having a really great time. I'm not actually. I don't know how to do this in a way that's like, this is incredible and I love this. But it's like I feel like people who watch this channel often are like, okay, Harlan has to be lying because this happens all the time. I'm like, no, this is just how it goes. Like, I love it.
Just it. Just it.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Harlan, you got me.
Good.
Yeah.
Please, Jordan, let me murder your
Come
character.
on. You hurt me deeply.
What'd you get?
9.
Okay, cool. Thank you. You all watch as like this purple energy, just like a sponge being wringed out, just pulls life out of your body, and it seems to absorb into him as well, as this ring around you. And if you failed, you take. I got so distracted by complaining that I forgot to do math, which you take 27 points of damage if you failed, and you which is half, so it's 13 points of damage if you succeeded.
There's all my temp HP gone.
Yeah, that's almost all mine. Yikes.
Great. And he yells out, he's like, I must bring him back for the world to live. I must destroy this culture to survive. And that is going to bring up Dicey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
All
step away for 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do the tried and true Dicey. He's going to move up right in here. He's going to go for a couple of attacks with the daggers, slicing Hibachi style.
Incredible.
Let's get it. Okay. Gather my dice. And that's the two attacks, and then the second hand. So we have 23, 26, and 19.
Incredible. All three of them hit. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Incredible.
So we have 14, and then I missed.
Oh no, hold on. I accidentally muted you. Hold on. Damn, where did I go? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Hold on. No one can hear you right now because I messed up a stream thing. Why is this not working? Okay. You should be back, maybe?
Am I?
Yeah,
Testing,
you are.
testing.
Okay, yeah. Say it again.
Boom. Cool. So I got a 14 plus 3, 17
Okay,
damage.
so 17 damage absolutely hits. Oh yeah. You all of those hits hit, and your 17 damage is fully effective
Nice.
Should I flourish? It's a
Yeah.
2-shot, right?
there. Yeah, 2-shot, baby.
Yeah. Go all out.
Spend them if you got them.
Good.
There's no resource management here. It's,
All right.
It's just flexing.
defensive flourish. Yeah. So we're gonna use my last bardic inspiration. This is it. This one right here.
You got it.
5.
Wait, give us some flavor to the exasperation of your last bardic flourish, please.
He has been performing, all day. He has been making food. He has been fighting, and he doesn't really have much left in him. Like his wrist is just sore from all of the chopping. But he has one last chop, and he saved it for this moment.
Incredible.
And he is going to go in, crossing the blade in front of him for defensive. And I got a 5 on that, so that I believe that'll be extra damage equal to that number, and I can also add the number to my AC until the start of my next turn.
Man, College of Swords bards, they're crazy. They're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and I'm already at 18 AC, so plus 5, 23.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
So that's
So
5 more damage to him too.
5 more
So
damage to
total,
him. Got it.
total 22.
Nice.
All right, cool. Incredible. Yeah. So yeah, as you step up, you literally cut parts of his body off, and as it hits him and like falls off of him, it is unnerving to you because you have cooked many a lobster, many a space lobster, that has stayed alive for too long, but as you're like slicing into him, and as this damage has already been done to him, he's just like. Has cast the spell, and you can see him just like glancing over at the seed and mumbling to himself. And as you take like these stabs into him, it's surprising how much he does not react. But he looks like wounded, as he like continues to just like bleed and like reach over back toward the seed.
Is he not being hurt by them? Or?
No. He took all of that damage.
Oh, okay.
It seems more of his. It is. Surprising, it is surprising to you how much it does not seem to slow him down or cause him pain, even though you know very clearly that his body is deteriorating. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
A good question. A very fair question. Cool. All right, that's gonna bring up Barry.
Okay. In the spirit of this being
A two-shot.
wait a minute. A 2-shot. Dang it. Doesn't really work the way that I had anticipated. Curse you, rules.
I bet this guy has fog in his brain.
Destroy it.
In the spirit of this being a 2-shot, Barry is going to run up right next to him, and he's going to raise his morning star to the sky, and then he's going to slam it against his own shell repeatedly. And as he does this, it like cracks and rehardens and cracks and rehardens until his shell looks like almost thicker than it was before. And I have increased my AC by +2.
Nice.
And furthermore, as he does this, he kind of glows with you know how the sea glows? It's like that.
The sea.
Yes.
Yes.
Like when that bioluminescent algae
Sure, let's
in
go
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We've all lived in LA.
sea.
We understand. Yeah.
And I am going to cast Lay on Hands and heal myself
Cool.
for 30 points. That's it. End turn.
I love that you're healing yourself as you smash yourself in your chest with your weapon.
Oh, yeah, I
like that.
Incredible. Cool. Are you doing an attack too?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, that's going to bring up quoting.
Question.
Answer.
Do I really want to hit the seed. I really feel like that's the vibe here. How far is the seed from? It's just floating, right?
It's fallen on the ground. It's kind of like laying askew on the edge of this ring. There's clearly a mounting point for it on the bottom of the ring. That's not something you need to roll for. It's just like very clearly like two things to hold it, but it is not there, and that was not where it was before. The being, the elf that you were fighting was holding it, and it's just like fallen askew on the ground.
I want to kill it. I want to hit it.
Yeah, roll an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, that's cocked. Oh, now I'm throwing into my lap. Okay. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Yes.
Here I go taking another picture.
Holy crap! Is this the fourth one?
In a
That's
row.
four-
It's the
In a
third one.
fucking roll.
Insane.
Third or fourth?
I
Amazing.
keep sending these pictures because I'm absolutely gonna on socials later just like post the
Please,
consecutive
I'm just, like,
series. Yeah,
Literally just doing.
Amazing.
incredible. Please send me
Natural
all of them.
20, hitting a
Incredible.
bean.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm so happy. Like, if anyone has been following our shows at all forever, they will just be like, yeah, this makes this. It feels like an in joke at this point, where like it's just how you do it on the Better Than Heroes channel. You just roll so well that the story doesn't matter. It's amazing.
roll
Yeah.
big.
oh yeah, absolutely. And with that, I am going to add a second level or first level Wrathful Smite on it.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
So that's gonna be an extra d6 damage, but first, so 3 plus, where's my d10? 3 plus 9, 12, plus 3 is 15 points of damage total on that first attack.
Okay.
And then on the second attack, 18 plus 6, 24 to hit. bean.
That does hit.
This bean.
It hits the seed.
Well, actually, after the first time I hit it, what does it do?
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I was gonna leave that up to you if you wanted to stack it or not.
I rolled a 19. I'm literally. I just
Yes.
got these dice today. I'm not even joking.
Never
It's
put
so
them
great.
down.
I'm
Um,
never gonna. I'm not rolling with anything else. A wisdom
Amazing.
save.
Yep.
19 plus 7, 26.
Okay, as you make contact with it, it cracks open, and you can feel all of the like you all see this too. All of you all around you, like this like viscous liquid like pops up around you. Before it was like coming up in boops and like spurts, and now when she hits it, when Quody hits it, it all jumps up like a wave around her, and you hear hundreds of voices yell in chorus, "Leave us alone!" And then it just like drops back down immediately after that like hit.
She's hitting the
makes
seed,
contact.
right?
Yeah, the seed. Like after hitting the
Okay.
seed.
I'm gonna swing at it again. The
Do
second
it.
attack will go for that. So
Incredible.
that
yeah.
was I can't remember what I got that time. I think it was at 18. Plus
Yeah. I mean, it's
24 to hit?
I remember you registering the second hit as hitting. So yeah. Absolutely.
That's gonna be 8 points of damage. So the wave comes down again.
Okay, cool. Great. And with that second one, you see just like it's like a crowd of dwarves come up around you, and it's just like, and it says, "We are God's food," and then drops back down. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think that
Wow.
this is the first time you all have seen a like rabbit's hair stand on end as she keeps her blade in the seed, like dug into the seed, but
Hell
she's
yeah.
freaked out by
Hell
how
yeah.
many there are.
Incredible.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, that's gonna bring up Osita.
Great. I'm going to spend a moxie point for the old 1-2, which gives me 2 additional unarmed strikes. So I'm going to be making 4 strikes, and I will be throwing haymakers for all of them. So 13 on the first attack, 10 on the second, 22 on the third,
That one hits.
and 11 on the fourth. So just one, I think, hits.
Just one hits.
So
Yeah.
it's going to take 17 magical slashing damage.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
'Cause I'm definitely a little distracted by a Quody stabbing and bashing the seed.
Yeah. All of this like bursting of like this like huge liquid like that seems to have faces and voices around you. But you stay focused on your target, and this is going to down him. So if you want to give us some description of this moment of Osita just like destroying this withered,
Yes, I'm
viney elf.
kind
you
of
can't-
batting him. I clutch him in one of my claws, and I'm going to look at Dicey, and I'm go,
Do you want to see my gimmick from when I was billed as the puppet master.
He says as he holding
Yeah.
a bloody pulp of an elf,
Yeah.
like a viney elf in his hand.
You just see Dicey's like antenna twitch for a second as he sort of goes back a little bit. Please.
I'll switch my grip and rear back with my right claw and absolutely tear the whole throat out of this elf.
Oh, God.
And then I'll clench my claws up and jam them up to the head, scutch, and the claws kind of come out of the face. And I'll like turn the corpse to Dicey and be like,
Eat at Sully's Grog House.
Oh my
I had a sponsorship with Sully's, so I had to do it every time.
and then I'll kind of just shake the elf off of my claw.
Incredible.
I love that.
Terrifying.
I'm never gonna have to make a chop in this game again after these two sessions. I have a whole like culinary world
We got
now. It's
Sully's
incredible.
Grog House, Sloppy Ugnards.
And Dicey became a vegetarian from that day on.
That was it.
Yep. Cauliflower,
London.
everybody.
Yeah,
Who's gonna-
I was
yeah.
on the edge, and that did it.
Vegan Ugnak? What is it?
Ugnar.
Ugnar, vegan Ugnar.
Ugnar.
Love it. And then I'll drop to all fours and I'm licking up this honey shit. I don't know what it is, but I'm licking it up.
Oof.
Oh, are you actually eating it?
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
It smells like honey to me, right?
I
There's
get
been
it.
no
Hey.
change in the smell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That'd be a 10 on the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, Andrew, this is a thing we did in our other session with Jordan one time. You are possessed by a dwarf that does not want anyone to be here right now. But I will say, you have a choice between fighting folks right now, or you can also just let it roll and let this dwarf take possession of Osita's body and try and like stealth it out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like we can end this session with with Osita walking out of here with a ghost attached to its body,
That's
or you can use it
amazing.
in combat
cool.
against these players.
Well, I
yeah.
feel like the session they're both fun choices. I feel like we're at the 2.5 hour
Yeah.
mark.
Yeah.
So
Do you want the players to kill you right now, or do you want to walk out of here possessed by a
Question.
ghost?
gosh, I don't know.
I'm not going to give because we're trying to wrap it up. I'm not going to give the players any chance to save against this. And narratively, because these sessions are taking place in the Better Than Heroes universe, and just because we're like canonically establishing things, and I love permanent consequences. You can either decide if you want this character of Osita to have a ghost inside of her that is a honey moss dwarf that is mad that that they're even inside of Osita, or you can be put down right here by your friends because you start attacking them and there's no explanation for that.
Oh, I like it. Can I pitch a third option?
Of course, Andrew. Yeah. Can I add
Thank
some
you.
lore to this game? Yeah.
Yeah. I have an ability as part of this pugilist class called Work the Crowd, where I can inspire fear or adoration in people nearby me. So as this ghost takes over, and I see my companions as someone I don't want around, and I want to chase them out of here. That's the ghost possessor
that's
talking.
It's goal. Yeah.
I rear up and I like roar with with all of the flair that I can in from all of my bouts. The ability is called Work the Crowd. So anyone who can see me who's within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wow.
We doing
Okay.
it?
Well,
You said they don't. Can they roll a wisdom saving throw DC 16?
here's my pitch to you as players, because a thing I believe in D&D is breaking the rules, and we're past time here. and I want to make a narrative decision. My goal as a DM is making the narrative decision about whether or not you're going to take this seed with you. And I think that that Quody you were either going to take this treasure with you, or you're going to destroy the treasure, or you're going to. I mean, no, like destroying the treasure equals you all taking it with you, because you can like sell this into another world, basically, and like
Yeah.
fund your ship from it. Or you can like walk out of here defeating the people who are trying to take it and leave it. That's kind of like the final moment here, and I think that this really matters with Osita being possessed by this dwarf ghost, and I kind of want to like pop out of initiative order, and I want to play a like different made up game that we're all doing right here. And you all are DMs, you all understand how these games works. Like, let's decide here. Osita has this ability, and I just want you to like pitch what you're doing here, like, because they're going to push against you. We can just make those dice rolls where Osita does this. But if you all have moments that you feel like your character would contribute to this in this way, I want to hear them. Like what, like Quote, you've destroyed this. It's very close to being just like broken apart. If you want to take the power move of just like breaking it, that's fine. You don't know how that's going to interact with Osita, but like I want to like not do the initiative order. I just want us to like jam together in this like last moment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would be down. I know my character will probably slam down one more time because she's not focused on anything else. But yeah, I mean, I think that's her biggest thing, is finishing what they came here to do.
Okay, cool. So then what we're going to do is not yet, because I want other folks to pitch in, but the order of events here is you have to make a wisdom saving throw first against Osita in order to beat it. Yeah. So it's going to go you doing like wisdom saving throw against Osita first.
Okay.
And then if you do that in private, just like do it and hold on to that number, and then also do your attack roll and hold on to it. So and we're going to go over here. So we're getting weird and I'm having fun. Dicey and Barry, what are you doing?
How is Osita looking? Like, how is?
That's up to Andrew.
Yeah, what's the sort of? Is there a change or anything yet?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I would say it's roll an insight check, and then Andrew, you roll a deception check.
Oh no, I don't know. 5.
Yeah, that wouldn't do it. 12.
Just normal old hangry Osita. But I would say you see more so for the choice for Dicey then is you see you have this information, you saw the vision too, and you know that Quody is trying to destroy the seed, and you've seen the reaction, these like jumps of the viscous liquid, and you have a moment for your character to decide between this person you trust that you've adventured with for a long time is just destroying the seed, trying to fight against this place. What do you think Dicey's heart is right now? Like, do you think that Dicey's heart is like, we should just leave this place and stop this and let it alone? Or do you think that you trust Quody here to be like, let's just break this thing, get the fuck out of here, and like fund the ship? You know in your heart that if you just like break this thing and break it and get out of here with it, that you will fund the ship. So.
Oh yeah, he's not wanting to just leave just straight away. So he would definitely go back and try to also break that away.
Cool. You're doing an attack against the seed?
I'm doing an attack against the seed.
Okay, cool.
I also wanted to read Osita for a second.
Cool. Then I need you also to do a wisdom saving throw and then do an attack roll. And hold on to those numbers. Don't tell me right now. Just hold on to them. Yeah. And then Barry, what are you doing?
Same thing. I think destroying the seed
Cool.
seems to be the best
right.
idea.
Wisdom saving throw, then attack roll.
I already did it.
Cool. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jordan. I love you. You're great. You've been playing with me for a long time. Okay. This is fun. I'm like full of energy. This is okay. So, Andrew, what is the save for them to believe you?
To believe me? You mean to be afraid of me?
Well, yeah. The ability.
I'm trying
that
to
you just
chase
described.
them out of here, basically, like a bear in a cave. Like, this is my honey stash. I don't want you in here. Leave This is
Right.
my place. It's
Right,
a
and-
16.
Okay, cool.
It's
So
a DC 16.
okay, cool. Anybody beat that?
Yep.
Nope.
Yes.
Ah, of course.
What is Dicey? You didn't, right?
I didn't.
So you feel very much that the wrong move is to break this seed because you need to just get out of here and you just like let you like your snack buddies. You know, you're like in the kitchen second dinner buddies. You all have your private moments when when everybody else has had their regular 3 meals. You're providing for him, which is a thing you need, you know, to feel validated, and Osita needs it, you know, like is always hungry. And so you all have your private moment. You're just seeing this here. If you have any reactions that you feel like you should take, you should. If you don't, if you just want to watch this moment happen, you can. So Barry and Quody, what was your attack rolls? Second
You can
dice
go,
roll.
Barry.
Attack roll is going to be. There's an 18 with my first attack, and a 23 with my second attack.
Cool. And then Quody?
I already attached the natural 20 to the email.
Let's
Oh my
fucking
God.
go!
Not even joking.
Oh my God.
I rolled
Wow.
a dirty 20 for my wisdom save. And a
What are
natural
those
20 for
dice
my
that
attack.
you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
can you
did I
mail
get
them those exact dice
Oh,
to me?
Oh, they're the old 19 and 20s. They only have 19 and 20s.
Yeah, it's my D1920s.
Wow, those are some hot.
These
hot
are
dice.
nuts.
Hot die. Love it.
Oh my god.
Man,
Amazing.
you know what? Only because I have the dream of this story. I'm going to cut it off a little too short here. But only because I really, really have the dream of this story continuing and this being like a huge moment for your crew that's been like going on so long. And I think that in this moment, we're not going to decide what happens. We are going to decide. We are going to decide that Barry and Quody destroy the seed. It cracks in half into 2 pieces, and you can see like a Cadbury egg. You know, it's just like popped open, and you can see the honey inside it, and you feel all of the foliage, all of this like moss on the walls here just die. It just immediately shrivels, and all the honey on the ground in and around you just sinks and disappears, disapparates around you. But you all have this split open seed as you, Barry and Quody, like crack it open. And Osita and Dicey, this is a broken plate. You know, this is a finished dish that is dropped in the kitchen. And I don't want to get into what Osita has going on in Osita right now because I feel like that's a whole other campaign. And I think that with that, Quody, you feel from your God that you have done something right. And Barry, you feel from your God that you have done something right. And I think that's where we're going to end this session. And
Nice.
I'm almost sorry, but I'm not because I'm so thankful for
Let's do it again.
how
Very
we've
good.
led up to this moment and the decisions you all have made as characters that have been so like great and good. And I promise you as a DM that this is going to be impactful and important. And I want to bring the story of these characters back because this has been so fun and so cool. And so thank you for your time.
Love it.
We're going to call
love
it here. But yeah, incredible work. That is, can you all name your, I think after all that, can you all name your ship? Can you all name your crew?
How about?
Wait, we did this already, right?
We named it the
Yeah, we did.
Damn it, I wrote it down in my
ley
notes.
line.
Moisturized
The
ley line, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the story of the the
what
moisturized
came out
ley
of my
line.
mouth.
Yeah, that's right. I just like had the flashback of this, and I immediately found it in my DM notes because my brain
Yeah.
is just broken. But
Totally.
yeah, incredible. Okay, cool. Please plug your things real quick, if you can. And oh boy, I'm just like that was so fun. I just had a great time.
was a
Thank you
good
for
one.
doing this. Yeah.
I design tabletop role playing games. You can check out my website at occupiedhex.com. If you sign up on the mailing list, I give out dice all the time. There's exact same dice that Lexi uses, as it turns out. I don't even know what they are, but I'll have to start giving those out.
You got him.
But yeah, if you want to check out my site, occupiedhex.com, that would be sweet.
London, you go next.
Hi, everybody. My name is London Carlisle. Follow me on Twitter at London Carlisle or on Twitch at the
London Carlisle?
London,
Oh,
the London Carlisle.
That was
Because
close.
London Carlisle was taken. I don't know who has it, but it wasn't me.
Let's sue him.
Yeah, we're gonna sue
Yep.
that person.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love playing games. I love playing with Better Than Heroes. So thank you for watching, and just follow me on Twitter, and I post about other games that I play elsewhere. So yeah.
Dope. I can go next. Yeah, my name's Lexi, otherwise known as the Black Girl Mage. Not the Black Girl Mage, just Black Girl Mage. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under those same handles. I usually talk D&D, world build, do all the fun stuff, and I play a lot of Magic too. So, I have no idea what I'm doing at any given time. So Twitter's the best way to keep up with anything or keep track of anything.
And all your links are down here in the
Nice,
YouTube description if you're
yes.
watching this later. So
Hell yeah. And I am Jordan Dahl, and I am a part of Better Than Heroes every Monday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, the closest time zone to space. Please come and join us on our main weekly campaign, and then come back for additional one-shots and offshoots and spin shots and spin-offs and whatever else we
Two
got
shoots.
coming up.
Spins.
720s.
Two shoots. Can you
Jordan-
imagine?
Jordan also does all the character art for our stream and the rules.
That
so
is true.
Very
I
good.
do
browse
those
Very
through-
good.
things
if you
as
browse
well.
through our YouTube archives, you'll see all of his amazing
A
character
bunch of
art.
crazy monsters.
So much.
Spelljammer. It lives.
all right, that's it. Thanks everybody.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Thank you.
Mwah.